Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we've got 3 replays for you. I'm going to show you. So probably some of the most fun I've ever had in Blitz is with derp tanks. You guys know my most played tank, of course, is the FV2. Yeah, I have like over 4,000 matches, I think, on this account, in Blitz at least, and then in WoT PC I have like, I think, almost 2,000, something like that. So yeah, I really like the FV2, and I've kind of found its bigger brother, which of course here is the Death Star, the FV215b 183. This was actually a ranked battle, one of them that kind of I carried a little bit, or that I got a fairly high damage in. So I thought I would show you these replays. Not all of them are higher to kind of mid-high damage. Some of them are lower, but I felt like nonetheless they were good enough to show. So we spawned on the south side of the map here, and of course we all know the good old TD spot, which is right here, which is why this is one of my favorite maps, not just for TDs but for other tanks in general. But it does kind of suck when you have no one there on the west flank on the hill, because then if you're heavy and you sit to the east there on the hills on the other side of the map, then you're just going to get absolutely farmed, and there's nothing that you can really do about it, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just going to try to get some shots in. I could have taken that shot there on the Chieftain earlier, but I didn't think that I was fully aimed. I honestly wasn't really ready for him to be right there. So at the moment, it looks like 4 members of the enemy team have spawned over here in this side of the map. And then it looks like so far there's only one there on the west side of the map. And we have a couple of tanks over there that are going to be able to deal with him. But yeah, I really started to enjoy this tank. I think I've had it for almost a month now, and I can easily say it is one of my favorite tanks to play. It's one of the most fun as well to play, I feel. And it reminds me of a FV2, but like I said, it doesn't really one-shot tanks, but it can do a significant amount of damage, and that's what I love seeing. You know, being able to hit a grill 15 or something like that for like 1,400 damage is amazing. Unfortunately, it doesn't have as high alpha like it used to, like it does in WoT PC. And because of that, it kind of just, you know, I feel like it's balanced, because it, like I said, I have like what do I have? I think I have like an 18-second reload or something like that, which is fairly good for a 1,400 alpha gun. Or I think it's closer to 1,200 alpha if it's average. But anyway, yeah, I think that it's totally balanced. But I feel like if they put it up to like maybe 1,600, 1,700, it also wouldn't be broken. Maybe if they gave it like a second or 2 longer reload, I would also be fine with that. Because in WoT PC, the average Hesh pen is like 230, which I think is the same here on the Death Star in Blitz. But I think as well that it could be a lot higher. Like I said, for PC, its alpha is 1,750, which means that it can high roll up to nearly like 2,200 a shot, which is crazy. So that's like a 500 damage difference, you know, plus and minus. So 1,000 damage total that you could roll, or you know, in general, which is really, really, really big. So yeah, or maybe it's not quite that much for WoT PC, but it's around there. And then I think the highest I've seen was like 1,400 something here in Blitz, you know, since I started playing this tank. And I actually think that shot pen there on the lower plate of the Badger, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, like, the RNG is kind of stupid. Like, you know, you forget the Sheridan has spaced armor, so you shoot its hull and it only does like 400 or 500, which is still fine, but, you know, you just kind of get disappointed with that. This tank is a really love and hate relationship, because it either treats you really well or it treats you really poorly, because of, you know, it's literally just based off of RNG, really. It's all how RNG will work, and how it will calculate and whatnot. If you get a nice little shot there into the IS-7, and yeah, we haven't done a whole lot yet, because not a whole lot of tanks have been spotted. I was a little at this point in the match. I was a little concerned about the west. Maybe I thought I might have a tank try and flank me, but I think they're all camping there at the what would that be? I think the sector C and E area, or F. I'm sorry, I can't. Anyway. But yeah, we're winning so far. I'm not sure who spotted me, but it happened to be that guy right there. We're just going to give him a nice little snapshot from the Badger, and we do get him for our first kill. And yeah, our team's moving up. We've managed to secure the center, and because of that, we were able to get a crossfire and help our guys out on the east, and that allowed us to pretty much just take the enemy team. They failed to secure west, and they also have failed to secure east as well. Because of that, our team was able to take this one down. And yeah, I think I do actually get a shot here on the grill. I think I actually do lose some hit points here after he shoots me, which should be right about now. Here is when he shoots me. Still waiting for it. Maybe it's a little later than I expected. There it is. So there he is. He's peeking over. I'm trying to take my time to aim. I thought maybe he was going to back up. I do get a nice little shot there. It looks like 1458 is what I hit him for, from what it looked like. It's kind of small, so I can't exactly tell, but that was a lovely shot there into the grill. And because of that, he pretty much died instantly after that, after one of my allies shot him and shut him down. So now we're just gonna help our chieftain deal with with this other chieftain here. I'm just gonna load the Hesh up, try to kill him with a splash, and that is exactly what we're gonna end up doing here. And we do secure it for our second kill. So yeah, that was a nice little match there, and like I said, it's not exactly the most reliable tank, but you can still have good games in it. And that was actually my first class I've done, and I haven't aced it yet, unfortunately. But I am still trying to work on that as well, because like I said, it's very inconsistent with this tank. So yeah, that was a nice little ratings game there that we carried, and we did hit that blind shot. So now we're going to watch another match here on one of the, I believe this is the newest map for Blitz. I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong about that. And we're going to have another fantastic game here. Oh, also, for those of you who remember, I said I was going to make a Blitz out of context video. That's not what this video is. This is just a completely different video, as you probably can see by the title. That I hope to edit and complete by tomorrow. I can't make any promises, but I hope to release it tomorrow on Tuesday. If not, then it will be released later within the week. It just depends. I still have to make my subwoofer first impressions and unboxing video, which is only going to be like 3 or 4 minutes, if that. I have to get that footage organized and created that video, which I will probably do later tonight or tomorrow morning sometime. And then if I feel comfortable enough or feel well enough to, then I will make that that really long video I have planned, which spoilers ahead. That video is to celebrate the third year that I have been doing YouTube. So thank you all for supporting me and for sticking around me with this long. So anyway, let's get back to this match here. So right off the bat, we have our Leopard Prototype A. He's going to spot for me. I'm going to try to do the best I can to cover him. They have an enemy FV215b coming, and also a Death Star on the other side of the map. And at this point, I was thinking that maybe the Leopard PTA would be smart enough to run away, because most of our team is kind of on the east and southeast side of the map. That's just easier for me. That's just easier for me to say rather than sectors, because I don't exactly know how the sectors work. Unfortunately, most of their team is here, so yeah, we are going to get a shot here into the Death Star. Unfortunately, it hits his track, so it doesn't pen. It only does a couple hundred damage splash, which isn't a huge deal, but I called for help from my team, and my team is starting to kind of go in the center a little bit, so they're going to be able to have a crossfire with me, which means that I should be, for the most part, safe to stay here. Surprisingly, that T-62A did not spot me. I was hoping to get a Hesh round into him, but he was just going way too fast. So I'm going to try to support my team as much as I can from this position. but I also have to be on the lookout for anyone that might come from this first sectors, from this section here of the map on the west side. There's the Waffenträger. We are going to get a nice, lovely shot into him. Unfortunately, we did low roll, but we did set him on fire, and from what it looks like we got 1,300 alone on that one shot, which is really nice. He didn't like that, so he's going to come and charge me. I'm going to try to see if I can get some more shots on. Unfortunately, I was spotted, I believe, by that 50B. Or maybe it was the FV, I don't really know. Probably the 50B. And I do make a mistake here, actually. I kind of just pay more attention to these guys than I should have. I should have stayed up, and the Waffle was able to get a free shot on me, but I'm not going to allow him to get away with that. Luckily, RNG was on my side there. I was just a little bit off than what I would have liked to be comfortably, and we do finish off the Waffle for our first kill. So there's no reason for me to move right now. I can, for the most part, have shots on these guys. I haven't lost too many hit points other than from the Waffle. I am going to try to aim here at this 50B. Unfortunately, it does track him, but it does set him on fire, but he does put it out right away, unfortunately. I could have aimed maybe a little higher there. I don't know if it would have missed if I did, but regardless, we're still doing damage. I'm still trying to support the team. This FV is being a little bit dumb. He spotted me. He isn't paying attention to me. He's tunnel visioning pretty hard. So I'm going to try to pin the back of his turret because I don't want to risk hitting his track. And that's exactly what we do. We were able to shut him down for our second kill for this match. And our E100, he could actually lose, what is that, an IS-8 or IS-4? I can't really tell. So I'm going to go try to help him, but he does take him out, and we are able to secure the win for this match as well. So another little fun match there, nothing too crazy. Almost 4,000 damage. We actually blocked almost 2,000. That was also a first class, surprisingly. We do make nice credits there, but again, Hesh is expensive, so in reality, we only made 11,000 that match, and we do end up carrying that match as well. So for this last one, I believe this, I don't know actually what mode this is. Oh, this is a regular mode. Okay. I wasn't sure if I had any uprising videos in this, or if any of them were. That will be in another video, though, for, you know, you guys will see this tank a lot more within the next video. So we spawned on this map here on Malinovka, on Winter Malinovka, and this is one of my favorite spots I like to go up to. I'm not exactly familiar with Blitz maps that well, like ever since I've actually gotten fairly okay at the game. You know, I don't really know too good at positionings, but from when I was younger, I always used to go here in a TD, and I'm able to support center, and I'm able to support guys there at the top right corner of the map if I have to. So for now, I'm just going to take a little bit of cover. I don't want to get spotted and lose HP unnecessarily, but I am going to try to switch to the AP to try to get a shot on this E75 here. Oh, maybe it's later that I switch to AP. Yep, there it is. And we are going to get a nice little shot into him, just over 900, which is nice. And looks like the enemy, for the most part, have gone they've kind of all just kind of stayed north, a little bit spread out a little bit. They do have one there on the west side, as you can see. And for now, there's no reason for me to do anything other than just to sit here, let the enemies make mistakes. That E75 does make an overpeak. He does return a shot into me as a favor. And we now put him down to a one-shot, so he's going to be an easy kill. I'm just going to let him get greedy, overpeak me, and let him die to our 60 TP since I'm still on reload. There's a Gorilla 15. I've loaded up the Hesh. I hope that I am able to get a shot into him here, but I also want to take my time aiming. And I decide, you know what, he's going to turn around. I fire, and we do get a nice little pen there. I think that said 1,200 or 1,300. Again, it's really hard to see, but that was still a nice little pen there on the grill. And this thing, like, within 2 or 3 shots, you can have up to over 3,000 damage, which is really, really nice. So I've loaded the AP for the E100. Hopefully our AMX can back up so I can hit the side of this E100, and he does. And I am able to get a nice little shot. Again, for 918, it looked like again there, and our other ally is able to shut him down. And our other 2 guys here are just going to finish off cleaning up this FB, and he does get taken out. And that was probably the quickest match of this video, and probably the quickest match of a fairly high damage game for me and the Death Star. So we end on almost 4k damage there again. I think that was actually only a second class. Yep, it was the second class, which is totally fine. Like I said, I'm not expected to get anything too much better. We do make a little bit of credits there, which is nice because, like I said, you usually lose credits in these kind of games. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed watching these videos. Let me know what you think of them. Like I said, I think the Death Star is one of my favorites to play, and it's pretty enjoyable. So anyway, stick out for those other videos that I have planned coming out here within the next week or two. And yeah, I will catch you all later.